Why is Taylor Swift obsessed with Jake Gyllenhaal? Hey guys, we welcome you once again to our channel, CelebBomb. So why is Taylor Swift obsessed with Jake Gyllenhaal? Let's dive into the video to know. If you don't enjoy Taylor Swift's music, or if you're only a casual fan, you may be wondering why a song she published in 2015 unexpectedly resurfaces on the charts, or why the drama from a distant past returns to the headlines. You're probably wondering why you're here. I'll explain everything, but keep in mind that this narrative is considerably lengthier and more complicated than the single Swift song in the 10-minute model that reads all too well. Taylor is as well known for her gated lifestyle as her current work, but let's start with songwriting as a career. As you may know, Swift sold the masters of her first 6 albums to Scooter Braun, a music mogul who rose to prominence as Scooter Braun acquired Justin Bieber's manager and the rights. Singer Dionne Warwick, tabloids, at best the female I recognize in real life and see on Twitter, Duolingo app, charming Sour Patch Babies, New York Mets, Empire State Building are just a few people and corporations that just added actor Jake Gyllenhaal to their terrible list. Why does this ragtag group of R&B superstars and literal houses seem to despise Gyllenhaal, who is basically a kind guy but should have cleaned his hands more often? Well, according to popular belief, he wore the wrong female headband 11 years ago. He also didn't wash the dishes at least once, and it didn't have the same impact as a birthday celebration. The Shaden Hall Cyclone has begun the ultimate week of leadership as Taylor Swift's 2012 album Red was released hugely. In April, a problem arose in the wake of the release of Fearless. However, because of the excitement around Red, the main effort has shrunk somewhat. Some of the additional content on this album might include a long-rumored 10-minute cut from the well-established fan-favorite tune All Too Well, which has been teased over the last few months. Swift just debuted a larger version, which isn't the best. She also created a little film to go along with him. This song was far too long to fit into a simple melody video. Swift's date with Jake Gyllenhaal has been the basis of Swift's mythology for years, despite the singer never indicating or denying that All Too Well actually happened. In 2010, when she was 20 and he was 29, 2 was months, truly months late, putting the idea in jeopardy. These are memorials to Taylor and Jake's parables. It demonstrates the lovers' long-standing preoccupation with lyrical content, particularly the notorious headband that wonderfully harmonizes with passion. Swift sings the headband she left at her ex-house sisters in the song, which remembers her, so I'm sure he'll have it a few years later. Fans have been asking about it for years. Fans have been asking Swift about scarves for years, including Jake Gyllenhaal's sister, actress Maggie Gyllenhaal, and with these latest additions to her canon, Swift has responded. I've heard fans claim they've been to the movies and informally suggest Jake's open season. Gyllenhaal claims that he must take part in the witness protection program but switch off his phone for the time being. What exactly is the significance of this? Making a last impression. Although the commercials for Taylor Swift and Jake Gyllenhaal were brief, their impact was insufficient. The two were discovered to have spent time together in October 2010 and were dating 3 months ago before going their separate ways. Swift's album Red was released 2 years later, and it became a critical and commercial success. All Too Well and We Are Never Getting Back Together were among the album's flops. Beyond the maelstrom of Swift and Gyllenhaal, Swifties couldn't locate any textual clues. Swift didn't say which of her renowned ex-colleagues was featured on the track, but she quickly discovered their songs' issues were similar. Swift was unable to reclaim masters from his former record company, Big Machine. However, I decided to re-record all of Beyoncé's albums. Pennsylvania folks saw why she pushed All Too Well to be the first when she resurfaced in her ancient song. In my opinion, not that much. The majority of them are miles long and a lot of fun. Not to mention that no Swifties are sending headband emojis to Gyllenhaal and his sister's Instagram accounts. However, the general ambiance is more celebratory here, and it is impossibly easy to pique the performer's interest in young females. We won't see a true Gyllenhaal boycott in the future, and some people are secretly blaming him. In terms of those we loathe suddenly, we may say that we despise him more than John Mulaney. Indeed, it's assumed that everyone despises him, yet many people always despise him. Much less so than Justin Timberlake, who appears to be open to bringing in new talent, but who maintains absolute confidence to succeed. Even Meyer will have some of these individuals succeed as he waits for his turn. Some argue that you should appreciate Swift's creative triumph without having to create an alliance with anybody. But I don't believe it's harming you to despise Jake outrageously because you're a blind loyalist to your friend's ex. Even if he doesn't confess it in public, he should realize it in his head. It's the best! So that's all. Stay tuned for more gossip like this. Also, subscribe to our channel to never miss out on more updates.